We are back with the final map of the night for Day 3, Week 1, ESL Pro League Season 6. The European Division is coming to a close for this evening relatively quickly, especially with that quick game that we've just seen. But Astralis vs Heroic will be going head-to-head on Inferno, a map where Heroic earlier in the week didn't have much success against Godsend, losing that one, which isn't fantastically boding well after we saw their overpass performance. And then you look on the flip side of that, Astralis at the Major took on Gambit in a best-of-3, and that was the only map they won against Gambit. So a bit more stock in there, Inferno, I think, boys.
But they lost to G2, chat.
And Scissor cuts paper, which covers rock, lizard Spock.
So, yeah. I think the problem is the map doesn't really matter in this matchup if Heroic continue playing the way they have, right? They made too many mistakes, throwing away advantages once they get them early on, losing 5v2s and so forth. They really need to step up individually and as a team more than anything in their decision-making, right? Yep. Otherwise, it's going to be a walk in the park for Astralis.
I was discussing about the coin flips, that they had coin flips where the favorite was massively in Heroic side. They still managed to muck it up, so it doesn't bode well if you're going forward in this one.
Yeah, definitely not. And I think, I think we'll be seeing Heroic starting on the T side of this map, if I'm correct. Let's just throw out things I don't know. But I'm pretty sure we'll be seeing them start on the T side, so that's not the best on a map like this one where, it's very easy for the CTs to get that banana control, be aggressive towards halls, window room, even re-picking middle, boosting over those smokes. Players like Device aren't going to make your life very easy.
It's a game of taking initiative, and banana being the central vocal point of the map in that sense too. And then even if the CTs are playing aggressively, you need to have the measures, the protocols to be able to try and take it over for your favor, to have the room, the possibility for the fake rounds, for the B executes and the like. So yeah, that's definitely something where they need to be decisive, something they didn't show in the previous one. Yeah,
absolutely. The Heroic needs to be aggressive on the T side. They need to play with some cojones. Can't allow Astralis to post up Device with that AWP and banana and then play 4A. You're not going to find a way into either of those two bomb sites. So they need to take risks. Again, even though it's going to be difficult on a map like Inferno, but that's the only way they're going to be able to deal some damage to Astralis.
Do you think that Heroic can lay any more trap cards?
Maybe.
That's 3 Yu-Gi-Oh references.
It's not so strong. I played it a lot, so I can't remember. I could even name a trap card, but
what was it? Blue Eyes White Dragon?
That's a monster. That's not a card.
But there's a 3-headed one as well.
Yeah, but you need 3 of them, and then they need to fuse
I was collecting
together.
the Exodus one. The one you need 5 pieces?
Yeah, I know. You're that type of guy who's just going to turtle up and wait to draw those cards.
Look, I like winning the dirtiest way possible.
That's true. I know that from our show match in Dallas.
That was a slow game. We had to play strategically. Me and Hank were out for the W's, and that's why I'm the king of show matches. I wish now we could throw to the king of esports, Henry, but we're not there just yet. The players are still getting ready. You shouldn't be too far away now.
We can talk about some more Yu-Gi-Oh!
Yeah, I think we're probably going to lose viewers the more and more we talk about this, and you can tell, Nut is like, can these kids shut up? I'm a Pokemon player. Like Lothar.
Definitely not. Definitely not.
All right, so we've already spoken about how important Banana is on this map. I think maybe I'll just quickly rant about if you can push up middle and take that initiative if Banana's under control of
push down middle.
The CTs. Well, as the
in the words of another great Finn, push it like you would push your girlfriend.
Which Finn was that?
Starts with an A, ends with a U.
Alu.
Come on, have you not watched the voice comms from Katowice?
I'm pretty sure we're ready. And 2 of my favorite stars are waiting in the casting desk, Harry and Henry.
You really like Harry?
Yeah, he smiles a bit. Anyway.
A bit?
I think we're ready to go.
A lovely segue there from the boys on the desk. Carries the final map of the evening. Astralis versus Heroic. The Danish derby. They got completely wrecked on the first map, but looking for redemption in the second. You predict them to win overpass. He's sticking your prediction on Inferno.
Yeah, I'm hoping we're going to be pleasantly surprised, almost as surprised as Yanko sounded when Chad said he liked me. That's the Yeah, that's kind of the approach that I'm looking for here. I mean, I think Heroic, if they wake up, maybe they could throw a spanner in the works, but I'm just going with them again because I like the underdog story. Yugi looks fantastic. There's no denying that.
Yeah, but no one else did.
Yeah, no, everyone else kind of fell flat. That was the real issue.
Well, just to note as well, people that are not familiar, the coach of Heroic is indeed Fetish, former Dignitas player in CSGO, legend of CS Source as well. At one point he had the world's best team for about 6 months or so. Very experienced, grizzled veteran of the scene generally. And we'll see whether he can be the mastermind behind the victory for Heroic. We're getting into it, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be Inferno And I do think I see 10 sets of armor. Are we live? I think we are. We're good to go. No defuse kits, no nades, no messing around. It's just a deathmatch. Not going to have any of that nonsense.
Yeah, no brains, all brawn here. It's Heroic as they come charging up through ult mid. dupree's playing a little bit aggressive. Starts to fall back, doesn't want to risk getting caught out. The rest of the guys pushing down Banana in the meantime, but the A bomb site could fall unless dupree steps up. He's able to get one before the trade comes in. The bomb plant for Heroic will go down. It's a 4v3 in the after plant. No kick, going to make things tricky, and even worse as Glaive goes down.
Well, it's looking good now. Bomb down. Kiabi, 9 HP as well. He's coming from the apartments. Like we said, no kits to work with here, so no time can be wasted. They're approaching towards the bomb side now from the arch side. Kiabi can't really do much about this. He's such low HP. He needs his teammates to really step up, and they are starting to do so. First headshot comes in. That's from Device. He gets his kill. That should be job done, but he can't find it just yet.
Yeah, right now Heroic just toying with them. Device is the last man left. Flicks around back and forth, but Yugi will win that out. A 3K from him as he gets the hat-trick. That'll be Heroic to find themselves the pistol. Have they won every single pistol round now and then lost?
Yep.
Yeah, they have. They're 3 out of 3 for pistol rounds, and they've only won the conversions on one of them. So hopefully that trend does not continue and they can manage to pick this up.
Yugi with 3 more kills there. Like he said, he was pretty phenomenal on overpass. Wasn't enough to really get much done, though. This time he wins in the pistol, but they have to negate the deagles of the Deadly Danes. We'll see what they can do here. It's round number 2. Up with 2 rifles is Heroic. AK for Yugi and an Galil, sorry, for Estag. 3 UMPs to go as well, but a few smokes to work with here. Astralis can treat it as like a gun round. 4 of those, and Device, as usual, no armor for him. He wants to get that all power as quickly as possible. It's very powerful on the CT side of Inferno. It's like Overpass. Plenty of options at the very beginning. You can go towards middle, apartments, arch, banana. You get the idea. It means you can be dynamic and find picks and rotate.
Right now, I mean, Yugi's boosted up. They're going to go ahead and dismantle that Danish tower. As they line up some smokes over here at B. Going to be throwing them out, but they're not going to be sticking to this. They start to rotate the bomb back round. Estag is the one to watch for any aggression to come through, and actually it's a good read from Astralis. They're going to send Device and dupreee back. The fake given away, seeing as there's no one there from Heroic to actually sell anything. So Astralis, they load all their eggs in one basket, go and stick 3 players out here on A. Just as you said, Device starts to fade away. Now going to re-peek out damage exchange between dupreee and Nico, both of them severely tagged up. Now, for Heroic, slowly but surely pushing in. The CZ from Kirby finds the first from Haybales. S-Tag tries to trade, but he has no idea where the shots come from. Able to get it. Starts his tirade into the site, but they're going to fall to Device. The trade will come back. dupreee and Device both go down, and Zipex, Glaive, the 2 B players, all that remains.
Yeah, it's looking promising. They'll convert this second round into a victory. That is Heroic, of course. In the 3 versus 2, it's Zipex and Glaive. No defuse kit. They have to the order P250. Make that just a P250 as now both of them go down. Yugi once again finding multiple frags there. Takes a total of the 5. Got a little bit hairy there as they made their final approach towards the A bomb site, but ultimately quite comfortable. 3 players survive, and now it's a full eco against Astralis. And they'll have nothing but the default pistols. There's no other to invest a single dollar into round number 3. And Heroic can breathe easy this round, I guess. No nades coming their way. No armoured opponents to find. Just a quick 3-0. And then we did see the force spy from Astralis there in the second round. So they'll presumably have some UMPs, Galils to work with. I expect a fast gun round coming in here. That's normally the way the meta goes right now. So, as long as they didn't give any players up here, should be absolutely fine. Alright, go towards Banana, flashing over, trying to find his first pick, but there is a 4-man stack towards Banana. Might kind of get a couple of refrags here, you never know. But doing a good job is Heroic.
Better team damage comes out between all the Danes, but ultimately Heroic will be emerging victorious there. Now the buy can come in from Astralis.
What a great one though, look at Zipex. Straight to that UMP, which is a deadly weapon on Inferno, but it's indicative as to where they're at right now. He wants the utility over the firepower. He wants to have incendiary, kit, flashbang, smokes, you name it. He wants to have it instead of just the M4 and nothing else. Same story for Glaive as well, but they have got that Device AWP worth its weight in gold. As it heads towards the B bomb site, he's setting up a smoke for his teammates right now. Throws it towards the bottom, and it means he has a decent spot to fall back as well. So that's good work by him. Means they can get nice and close. It's Glaive and Zipex both of the B players with SMGs. So the fact they have the extra smoke, it means they can get a bit closer here. That works out quite nicely.
Smoke going to start to dissipate, so you can see Zipex actually fell back from it. Re-smoke there from Glaive going to come on in. 3 players for Heroic, just going to be holding the bomb on Banana as they play this round out very, very passively. Yugi. He's the man with the AWP, waiting on Banana. Modi and Nico. Currently over in apps and just not wanting to fall prey from any early rushes down here on B as these SMGs, as you correctly said, are currently situated over on the site. Glaive momentarily going to find himself here alone. Zipex rotating off onto Speedway, now making his way back in. Glaive going to get tagged up a bit, but if you look at where the bomb is dropped, there's still the option to go A on the table as it currently resides over there towards apps.
No one going down just yet, but time is ticking away. They haven't really done anything yet, Harry. The bomb's still down in second middle. 30 seconds remaining. Are they aware of this situation? I'm not sure they are. Let's see who realizes first. Who's going to make that next play? They're losing frags right now. Bomb's still down. 20 seconds. Really need to wake up here. I think Yugi is the one to realize as he does pick up the bomb. 15 seconds now. Now he's just got to run to the side. I think they just save at this point. This is over. Going down one by one. Yugi coming out with the AWP. He can't mess around. He can't get the picks here. He'll have to go back. It's done. Horrible little round there from Heroic. Wasted far too long. It was still 35 seconds for any frag to exchange. Then the bomb was still down. 20 seconds, it gets picked up, and then it's on the AWP as well. They're losing kills one by one. Not a huge deal until buy into the next round, but it gives Astralis a huge kind of leg up back into the game. Now they get rid of those UMPs, a couple of AKs now. To be fair, Glaive still has his, but that's fine. And it's going to be 3-1. Another very good map generally for Astralis. I guess it's up and down. Sometimes they're really, really good on it, and sometimes a little bit weak. I'm expecting good results here against Heroic. Lose a pistol, of course, but now getting into the swing of things. Device is time towards top middle. Gives up that he's got the AWP there in that position. And now it's up to Yugi. Like we said, it was amazing. One overpass, trying to find that first frag, but taking a lot of damage here from the incendiaries.
He's actually pushed up on his own past that smoke, so he doesn't have teammates here to help him. If they isolate this one player, this could be the opening found. He's trying to connect something, the nades rain in and do so much damage, and they're going to force the issue up. Glaive finds him, the smoke's still there, the trades can't come through. The second AWP picked up, Glaive going to be the one with that, trades it out for the UMP. Now they look to make their retreat, they grab the early man advantage, and on the back of it, they are just going to take a more passive stance now. They leave Glaive there with the AWP, that's going to allow them to rotate Zipex off. AWPing on Banana, incredibly strong at locking it down, means they can effectively afford to play this solo, but now they lose Device over at Long. Zipex is rotated in to hold the angle, but Snappy's not stopping as he continues to snap next on his tirade out towards A. Kirby from Pit and Dupree in the site there, the two players to try and keep Heroic at bay.
Well, for now, that time is ticking away. Two players towards the quad. It's Kiabi to find frags, but Glaive with the silence USP. First doesn't see despawn. Kiabi's coming to life now, drops the bomb, and now Dupree can back him up as well. This round was looking so promising for Heroic, but it's just so weak. The finish there, just going one by one, looking so tentative. Didn't want to go in towards the site, didn't want to push further than quad. Picked off by silence USP and CD spawn. That's the courtesy of Glaive, and they don't find a single frag in that 4-on-3 advantage. That's quite shocking from them. This didn't seem assertive enough. They seemed very apprehensive to actually make their way towards the bomb site. Now, 5 seconds remaining. It's going to be Modi with 17 HP. He will survive, I think. Dupree is coming from the library, but I don't think he'll get that deep towards him. That's really disappointing from the Heroic boys there. Doing a good job to get that map control. Just didn't want to push any further. Kiabi can't believe his luck. Finds those shots, drops the bomb. Round over. Modi can't do anything about it. Money's starting to dwindle now for the Heroic side. Here's the replay. I want to see how this frag went down. This is Glaive. Oh my god, that's kind of sick from him. Finds him in CT spawn. He had the AWP on his back, so silence USB out. Takes him down. Pretty cool. Another force buy here from the Heroic boys. A couple of AKs, Deagles, and, well, that Deagle's gone. Yugi, the danger man, taken down.
Zipex and Glaive going to take the aggression. Device, he's the man who's been most aggressive right now for Astralis. Straight down through mid. Exploits the gap in that smoke. And with it, found the early man advantage. Heroic, nothing to answer in return. They still have S-Tag left waiting down here by Banana. They devote so much time and attention to making sure that Zipex isn't coming on the backstab. I mean, at least we should be able to see them carry this back into a 4-on-4. He's going to be waiting patiently. Yes. And now fades away. And he's cost them so much time. That's what he does every single round.
It's good from Zipex, but he has no utility now, and he's by himself. And he does get backed up eventually. There it is coming in from Glaive, and it's going to be a final B attempt here. But Device, he's got the information. He's going to be just in time as well. Smoke goes towards CD Spawn, but they'll be very aware of this. Incendiaries get dropped, flashbangs coming in. Just such good teamwork here. But a couple of frags coming in, but it will be Astralis with the lion's share. But Nico, he's got something to say about that. Still within a chance of this round. 3-on-2 situation. Nico, 51 HP as they come towards the plant. It's going to be bombed down, though. Dupree hot on their heels, Harry, as he finds 2 AK headshots. They seem to be dominating as they manage to pick up the weapons here. It's looking very good for them, and I assume that's going to be an eco now. No bomb plant for Heroic. 3 rounds in a row from Astralis. Similar scenes to what we saw in Overpass so far. Once the gun runs began, that's when Heroic seemed to drop off.
It reminds me of a comment I think Chad made on the desk yesterday, where he said how, you know, you can have your strategy, you can have your set pieces, but if the other team just knows that they can exploit you early on, then you're never in a position to ever do them. And it feels like that's what we're seeing from Heroic right now. I mean, they're so apprehensive and worried about pushes from Astralis that they spend all their time just waiting, running down the clock, and then get forced to make decisions with very little time left, very little utility as well. And this time, you know, they're once again being pulled down here towards the bottom of Banana. They've already lost a man early on, S-Tag. He's the one to hit the deck. Yugi, the only man to actually try and go aggressive up through mid, doesn't spot anything. And now the push comes in from Banana. Good night, Modi.
They're getting into the swing of things now, aren't they? This is when they're looking so confident. Pushing down all areas, all facets of Inferno, and they'll be finding 3 kills. Snappy and Nico remain. This was an eco, but the first time Astralis take the lead here in the second map. If you're just joining us, Overpass was the first map, and Astralis completely stomped out Heroic on that one. To be fair, Astralis are considered one of the world's best Overpass teams generally, so that's no surprise. Heroic still rebuilding after losing their best player, Valda, who we saw in action earlier, playing for North. He looked very good. They did manage to pick up a map, but we'll see whether they can recover. S-Tag seems like a decent fragger to me. You probably know a little bit more about him than I do. Are you looking forward to the prospect of him joining this team?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I think he's very, very talented. I think he was kind of up for discussion for a lot of like the Danish rotations, and I was very happy to see him go in Heroic, but he had really, really big boots to fill when you look at it. I mean, you know, it's Valdi that you're replacing, the undisputed kind of best player within Heroic. Yeah, I think he's doing a good job of it, but I think really we're looking at Yugi being the player to step up and now try and take that more you know, frag-centric role, but of course, you know, as an AWPer, you can't really be relied on as heavily as someone with a rifle across all the maps.
Yeah, well, obviously they're still rebuilding. It's not going to be success overnight, and playing against Astralis, it's a Danish derby as well. Astralis probably playing a little lack of respect, you know, trying to assert their dominance and show pound for pound. They're definitely going to be out-fragging this team. Pretty much every player going to be stronger across the board, but round 8, a chance for Heroic to cause some damage here. They have got a full buy in terms of AKs, mostly utility as well. S-Tag only got that 1 smoke grenade, but look at the aggression coming in. It's Device once again, still not backing off, not surrendering, doesn't want to be taken down here, drops the smoke. He can boost on the broken wall if he wants to, but that's quite obvious. I don't think he'll do that. He's just looking for any players to jump up on the logs, try and take them down, and we'll enter the 1-minute mark. He's still backed up by Zipex, who's holding the rifle behind him. Flashbangs come in. They'll hold a different line now and go into a crossfire.
And Heroic, I mean, they might got control of the top of Banana, but it took them a lot of time to do it. Still so much utility left for Astralis when you look at it. Only for a CT side this late on in the round, but we expect to see a lot more expended. That smoke goes down over on B, going to delay the push. And I mean, they've still got a couple of flashes that want to buy that much more time. Going to be boosting up Zipex. Nope. Decide against it now as the smoke rains into CT. We can see that you got Glaive to play over towards Arch side. He run down through Speedway to rotate on Brown, but I think it's a fake, and right now it's not looking like that with only 20 seconds left. They're going to be relying on the players within the site to buy the time. Down goes Device. We could see the bomb plant come in here, but they have to be fast about it. Players are already rotating in. They find Zipex. Now they can get that bomb down. But not if Glaive lands the shot through the smoke. Only 10 seconds left. Modi and Nico in the site. Try to take the aggression, try to take the fight to Astralis. That allows Glaive to charge on in. And he'll win this out. 3 frags for him as he single-handedly retakes the B-bomb site.
It was a decent approach from Heroic at the start of the round that they pushed Zipex and Device back towards the bomb site. They managed to go for the full execution there. You can see the smokes deployed. They found a couple of frags required, but Glaive finds the first one through the smoke, and he just turns into an absolute beast at this point as well. Finds all the kills, like he said. The clock was running low. Gets that final frag. Job done. 5 rounds in a row for Astralis, looking incredibly strong right now. It's going to be Heroic on the partial buy here. Maximum loss bonus next round, and Glaive, he's continuing his rampage here as he takes an S-tag. We have got upgraded pistols and armor, but that's about it. We've got CTs right at the bottom of middle here. We're going to have a player in towards underpass. That's Snappy, just cowering beneath there. Flames is getting nice and toasty. It's like an oven in there as he has to fall back. And now CTs, they've actually run up towards middle. They've got the advantage at least. They want to be overzealous, I guess, at this point. Let's fall back and make sure this round's a victory.
Peek going to come in from Glaive. Yeah, last round was a bit of a sobering experience, a reminder that this could still see Heroic pick a couple of rounds up, so we do see them taking a more passive playstyle. Glaive still holding mid, has Device wrapping round, so they've got that crossfire set up. The actual bomb for Heroic's doubled back round over here to B as they look like they want to go pushing on in, lining up the smokes and flashes. Kirby going to get smoked off. Flash rain's in as well, so he's not allowed to push into the site or take any sort of peek, and Zipex actually being smoked off as well. Going to make things a bit tricky here. The bomb plant could easily come in for Heroic. 3 players within the site. Bomb plant going to be faked out by Snappy. They're so worried about someone from Astralis being nearby. And now their smoke's going to be approaching the end of their lifetimes. Bomb plant will be allowed to come in, but then they instantly lose Snappy as a result. You're able to get one, but Kirby trades, and now it's just Nico. 1v3. My barbecue takes the peek on out to CT. Has to be careful. 2 players here. Finds the first, but Device is there on the trade.
Oh, lucky Device hit that shot. 1 miss from him. That could have been the double frag there for Nico. The C's out of that range, but they win the round. That will be 6 in a row. Decent attempt there for Heroic. Like we said, partial buy there and maximum loss bonus well with the bomb going down. They're going to have money for days going forward. Just trying to salvage whatever they can. The CTs picking up Tech 9s and CZs. Any falling utility. Don't find much, but there's the defuse. Their money's very well established, you can see. Even after reinvestment, 3 players on 5 digits. But here comes the full buy from Heroic. The all-power on Yugi once again. We'll check him with the scoreboard while we're here. It will be 10 frags for Glaive at the top. He's had some very good rounds. 8 for Device. At the top of the terrorist, of course, it's Yugi. 8 kills for him. Great all night. Just beneath him is Nico with 7. So, here we go then, round number 10. It's a play. We haven't seen much in terms of set pieces. They haven't really had a chance. They keep getting shut down by this relentless aggression of Astralis. Getting picked off 1 by 1 and a double AWP setter coming in now. I did say yesterday, Harry, I almost called you Tom for some reason. You're not Tom, you're Harry. Dupree is trying to be the secondary AWPer within this team. Apparently not a very good one. He goes down straight away.
Yeah, he's already fallen. Actually, the man advantage for Heroic here. They finally start to abandon this needless pursuit down on Banana, but in the meantime...
Why has Nico done that?
Yeah, Nico goes down all on his lonesome. No one nearby to train.
No one with him. Jumping for a smoke. He's got the advantage. Gives that kill away for free. That doesn't make any sense. That's such a foolish move by him.
I mean, on top of that, right, that was aggression where it's completely unwarranted. There have been times where they needed it and then just didn't provide it. It's a bad decision-making. S-tag charges in. Device, the executioner, as he proves to be exactly that. Judge, jury, and executioner in towards the B-bomb site. Good night, Heroic. As Astralis, they're going to go 7-3 up. Device, he doesn't want to let the other Danes get a leg up on him, that's for sure.
Nico's got to have a bit of a red face there. I'm not sure what he was thinking. He had the man advantage. He runs out through a smoke by himself with a pretty weak flashbang. And at that point, they know it's definitely not going to be an A side of the attack. They rotate Device back in towards B. He's at Coffins, easy as you like. He's not going to miss any of those shots. Hook, line, and sinker, and it's then the 7th round in a row there. That's really disappointing for the boys in Heroic, but still with plenty of money here. Missing an AWP shot though. Device might be taken down here, but he's backed up, of course, by Zipex, who's behind the sandbag. They're getting the flashbang and maybe the spray down as well. We'll see if this works out for him. The shot's being fired. Oh, it's just so good. The teamwork's just on point right now. They're looking like they're really in their zone. This is Astralis that are world beaters. This kind of synergy. And the form they're in, Zipex and Device, a tag team combo at the B site. He falls back towards A now. He's done his job. He's funneled them back towards A. There is something going on the A-bomb, so though. Look at Nico. Up towards quad. Silent as you like. Should be able to find a kill here, but doesn't quite find it. Has to fall back. That was his chance.
Heroic almost adopting a bit of a loser's mentality on this one. They've got a man down. Really not playing their best. Not what we've come to expect from these guys. Yugi holding mid. no one going to be coming his way. They're so worried about the peaks to come in from Astralis. And I mean, we haven't actually really seen too much aggression from them in these last few rounds, but Heroic still playing like they're giving it to them, just plays into the hands of Astralis. They're allowed to sit passive within the sites and have the sort of map presence of a team that has gone aggressive. We only just now see Heroic starting to clear out top mid. dupreeh showing he can AWP just as well as anyone else. Drops out. Nico, Glaive gets 2. That's the bomb dropped, and it's just Modi left, sneaking up through short. Spots the man in pit, but he's been spotted, and Astralis hunting him down. dupreeh finishes, and that'll be Astralis to go 8-3.
Looking incredibly sharp right now, aren't they? Once again, I was hoping this would be the map where we thought, okay, they might split the series. Heroic got us something up their sleeve here, but for now, they're just getting ravished by Astralis, not finding a single frag there again. And look, it's just one by one. They look so disjointed, the Heroic side. It doesn't seem like they've really got much prepared at all this evening. Astralis playing very good Counter-Strike, very synergy, well, teamwork based, and having lots of good synergy between them, especially that banana area as well. A lot of damage done with grenades at the start. Zipex, he's just having so much fun. I'm not going to get hyped to this point. It just looks too comfortable, Harry. Not even have to work for these frags. There's 3 and the 4 coming in as well. It's going to be a clean sweep once again. And Astralis with 9 rounds in a row. Surely we can't finish the half with just the pistol and the eco rounds picked up.
I really summed it up great. We can't even hype it.
Oh, you can. You dropped a ball. That's on the computer.
No.
No?
Empty anyway.
Okay, I was going to say, that would have been a great way to crash the studio.
What a good way for it to go, huh? I mean, I tell you what, records are getting broken here by Astralis. Computers as well, apparently. As I'm just useless. But Astralis up 9-3, 6 rounds to their advantage. And AK's across the board for Heroic.
Yeah, well, the good thing is they have maximum loss percentage, right? So they can keep buying. And at least dupreeh can experiment with this secondary AWP roll. Hits a shot this time, but Nico in response finds Kiavi. So a 4-on-4. Device this time holding towards Banana once more by himself, and that's absolutely fine. He's got the smoke to work with now on the CTs. They'll fall back and focus towards the A-bomb side. But Heroic deploying smokes now. The first real set piece we've seen from them. We'll see if it works out. Flashbangs coming in. Zipex so good in these positions. It's dupreeh with that AWP. We'll see whether he can step up here. Surely he goes down, but Zipex has got his back. P50 comes out. dupreeh stepping up here, but surely here's the round where it falls apart. We've got 2 players in the pit for Heroic. Bomb available as well. Nico's at 19 HP, but Device rotating around, and Device, he's upgraded in this instance to the AK-47.
dupreeh walks on in. Down goes Nico. Snappy, the last man left. It might be eyes on him, but no, looks the wrong way. Device finishes him off, and that is Astralis. Overwhelming CT side at this point. 10-3 up. Once again, very little money for Heroic to play with, despite that being at the max loss bonus for some time now. Yeah,
they just have to keep force buying now, unfortunately. Max bonus on the T side is generally fine. You'll normally get AKs, armor, some nades, because you're getting $3,400 per round. If you get kills in the previous as well, it's enough for head armor and AK. But right now you can see Modi didn't get a kill in the previous. Kills. Same story for S-Stag, so they go down to kills, a UMP. But here we go then. Number 14. It's just difficult to really get that hyped about this game. We thought the second map might bear some fruit for us, but it's been a pretty lackluster affair. Heroic look out of their depth and just outclassed across the board, really.
Yeah, they're going to try to go out mid. Nico.
Oh,
dupreeh gets himself 3. Modi able to get the trade, which is... Oh, there you go. Modi starts to step up. He's now got 2. He is tagged low, but he's pulled this back into the realms of possibility. Yugi now awakens as well. 2v2. Zipex dispatches of Yugi. Modi got to try and step up, and Device will finish him. 11-3.
I like the hope in your voice, then.
I know. It's hard. I'm digging deep to try and find it, Henry.
There was something there. I liked it. Like, it felt like Heroic, they almost had enough. And there was some nice shots there, to be fair, towards quad, but he can't convert these rounds into victories. They're doing, like, the pre-rounds are normally pretty good. Like, the build-up to mid-round is actually okay. They're getting map control and they're finding some frags, but then all of a sudden players like dupreeh mow them down. It's just looking a little bit too easy for them right now. Final round of the first half, and Device, he pushes down towards second middle, takes down Modi, Yugi towards Banana. He does find a frag towards Glaive, but still really under-equipped in this one. Another frag for dupreeh. Yeah, he's just having so much fun. He's got 15 kills. Actually, I take that back. Oh, he has got 15. Same story for Device as well. But Yugi still keeping the dream alive here, trying to go for 11-4. It might be enough, you know. That's not the worst scoreline in the world. 12-3. You don't really have much hope for them, but we'll see what they can do here. An equal situation for now. Device at the Banana. as Dupree finds more and more map control. Oh, did he spot him? Yeah, it looks like he did. I'm not sure, but Yugi does find another kill here.
Yugi having to do this single-handedly, takes the peek into CT, spots Kirby, but the trade going to be picked up. Molotov, Snappy goes charging on through. Despite his feet being in the fire and flames, not too tagged. Smoke down to CT. It's the wraparound from Dupree that could make all the difference, sneaking up through Banana, and I don't think that they're prepared for this whatsoever. S-Tag looking the wrong way, gets caught unaware. Dupree playing this perfectly, sneaks on up, finds the first, looks for more, but through the smoke, Snappy turns us into the 1v1. Kirby runs round the corner. Snappy does manage to finish things off for Heroic. 11-4 there. Astralis still looking fantastic into this second half.
Yeah, it's looking rough for Heroic. They did win the pistol and have the 3-0, but they win the last round. We'll give that to them. Astralis having a lot of fun there, a lot of aggressive pushing and hitting all the shots as well. You can't really blame them. Phenomenal form. Can Heroic come back in the second half? I'm not so sure. We'll find out after the break. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the unraveling of Team Heroic. Astralis on some incredible form, I have to say, right now, looking very, very good indeed. But Heroic do find the final round of the first half, leaving them with 11-4. It's not over just yet. Win the pistol, like they have all evening. They've got three of those. They could be back into this one. Here's the score right now. You can see some monstrous performances from Dupree, Device, and Glaive. They've been playing unbelievably well.
Yeah, you know, when you look over at Heroic, it's an entirely different story. A very grim picture being painted by that scoreboard. S-Tag, you know, the latest edition of the roster, currently bottom of the board, not really stepping up to the shoes that he was tasked to fill when they lost Valder. We saw how well Valder played earlier as well. They're definitely missing him at this point. But here we go. As I said, Heroic are 3 for 3 in the pistols in the two maps we've seen right now. Final half of the evening. Let's hope Heroic can make it a good one. It's going to be 5 sets of armor for them. Not the same story for Astralis. So they've got 3 sets of armor and Device and Glaive with smoke grenades, flashbangs, and HEs as well. So those HEs, to me, that means you use them at the top of Banana at the very start. That would make sense. We'll have a look whether that rings true. It won't be any, actually. So, well, there we go. The HE will be used eventually. Good damage then towards Snappy. And now Modi stepping up. He managed to get the first shot, but Glaive right back in return. That's what we call a refrag. Takes him down. Nico actually turns the tide of battle. So now we got the man advantage back in favor of Heroic. S-Tag tagged away. Has to go ahead and fall back into B. As he retreats, he allows the rest of Astralis to continue their aggression up through Banana. Snappy is his one and only savior as he laps around through CT. Gonna get there a little bit late. The smoke goes down. They're going to push through. Kirby going to fall to Snappy. And now Device and Glaive, they're the two men left in this pistol for Astralis. Going to try and get the bomb plant. Snappy misses those shots. Device going to go and push him. It's going to fall short, and now it's all on Glaive. 1v4. Bomb planted, but he falls to the flank from Yugi. And Heroic, they get 4 out of 4 pistol rounds tonight. And I don't think they've got above 10 rounds on any of the maps, I want to go ahead and say. But
well, they got the 3-0 in the first half, an 11-4 scoreline. Like, it's not that promising when you're having shocking games and you've won all 4 pistols. That's actually not a good sign. Sure, the pistol rounds probably don't have to work on those anymore. They're looking great. That's fine. But for now, it's a chance, though, you know? It's a lifeline. 11-5. Heroic, of course, buying into this round. Astralis, they're not going to be going for it. It's PT-50s. They'll be bringing out AKs in the third. It's used towards Banana here. Molotovs deployed. Surely Heroic win this round. Astralis shouldn't get anything going. Haven't got any armor, no nades. Just the PT-50s.
Yeah, you'd think that would be the case, but only time will tell. Zipek's already been tagged away. Snappy waiting. 5 bounces out. Damage done. Snappy's tagged to 14 HP, so he has to go ahead and fall back, but he will be found by Device. So damage done. That's one of the rifles fallen. Modi does manage the dispatch of Zipex up in towards balcony, rejoins his comrade down in pit, but look at this. Device been allowed to push all the way up through CT. Glaive about to discover that players do reside in pit. Kirby could face a similar fate. Yugi's pushed all the way down through Banana. Device holding the rotates. Looking like they want to try and continue onto this A play. Right now they could even try wrapping B. You can see S-Tag's actually posted up for that at the site. It's the aggression from Modi. He just discovered the bomb. Doesn't want to hold it. Glaive instead focuses his attention down here towards Banana. Suspects that there could be some aggression. Oh, look at Device. Modi has no idea. If he just turned around and walked out of library right now, this can make all the difference. And Modi,
here we go.
Doesn't have eyes in the back of his head, but he has got bullets there in their place. Yugi takes one and his aggression down through Banana. Nico steps up in pit. Device got to be lit as he makes his way on into the site. Takes the fight, peeks on out, does the damage. Nico tagged down at 5 HP, relying on support from short, but he finishes it off.
Somehow stays alive there, but still, if they had got 3 kills there, they would have been such good stead for this round here. But still, they will have AKs nonetheless. And Heroic now feeling the pressure somewhat. They know the AKs are coming out. And Device and Co are looking incredibly sharp. I'm not sure Nico gets that kill on 5 HP, but he does it all the same. Round number 3. It's pretty much the side of the game. If Heroic can win this, break the economy of Astralis, might have a game on our hands. If not, I feel like Astralis has run away with it at this point. But here we go then. 2 grenades at the start, taking a little bit of damage there towards Yugi and S-Tag. And the boost coming in. You like to see this. On towards the broken wall. Should find that kill, no problems. Yugi once more finding the opening frag. He has been good at that all evening.
Yeah, he's been the man ready to open up these rounds. And he does it again. It was Device that he found his counter-AWP counterpart over on the side of Astralis. How do they play on the back of this? They are a man down. 2 players still waiting over in apartments, with the bomb now lapping up through mid. They've left Kirby behind to watch for any aggression down on Banana, while the rest of them turn their attention instead. Now towards apartments and mid. Glaive pushing up to long. Has to be cautious. There is a man holding the angle. That's going to be Snappy down in pit. Modi as well. Nico up on balcony. It's the standard 3-man hold over here on the site. Smoke goes down to keep Snappy at bay. They can actually lap through CT at this point, but Dupree's pushed all the way up short. Catches Snappy unaware. And now the push can't come in. They have to be careful of balcony, though, as Nico finally pounces out. Going to get caught falling into pit, and Modi got a perfect view of that. 10 out of 10 for the landing, but Modi now 1 versus 3 within the site. Tries to step up, and instead falls short.
Oh, that's surely a kill. There it is. S-Tag now. Very quiet game so far, but that could be influential. Takes down Kiabi with the FAMAS. 20 seconds remain. Bomb not planted just yet, but it will go down now. That's through Zipex. He's got 19 HP. No utility left for the T's, and we do have an AWP shot, though. Glaive now left in a difficult task in the 2 versus 1. It's Yugi and S-Tag to clutch. Surely they win this round. They need it desperately, but Glaive known to be good in his clutches as well. It's towards the graveyard. That's where Yugi lies. He's got the AWP. It's not ideal. Has to hit the shot, and somehow he does it. Wins the round for his team. That was required. That could have been GG right there and then if they let that one slip away. But there it is. Yugi wasn't an ideal situation. AWP in that position. You feel like he gets taken down, but hits the shot. He's been great all the evening. And maybe we have a game on our hands now, Harry. Who knows?
I think we do. I mean, 4 rounds the difference between these two teams. And actually, I mean, Heroic's CT side haven't actually ever been that bad. It's the T side where we see them get very bogged down. They don't want to try and go for pushes. They've actually been quite aggressive on their CT side, which I think is kind of hilarious. We've seen, if anything, more aggression, more willingness to push into the waiting moors of Astralis. Here's a key example of that as Yu-Gi-Oh! Is aggressive over on Banana. Has S-Tag holding the close angle. Inio rushing through, but they walk straight past him. And now he pounces it out with the Famous, takes 2 of his own. Dodging in and out the smoke, the rest of the team down in bottom of mid. He tries to help them out as best he can, but Nico pulls through. Why are we seeing them go aggressive now? And why is it working, Henry?
It's difficult to really dissect that one. It was a pistol round for Astralis, of course. They're trying to find that AWP. Of course, he's fired a few shots, and they're running through smoke. They've got grey screen. They can hit AWP shots. They're trying to hunt him down. But S-Tag, you're right. He sits behind that broken wall position and manages to take down a couple of the Famous. Now they're very well established and back in this game. It's 11-8 after winning 5 rounds in a row. Make it 4. But still, they are back into this one. Another big round for the CT side here. Can't let anything slip away here to have a chance against Astralis.
Nico's holding up close in apps. Here's the player over in balcony. He has to be careful. His bedroom now goes the way of Astralis. Doesn't look into the flash. Takes the peek on out. Ooh. They hear the tag. They know he's there. They're going to try and follow this up with some aggression. Snappy finds one in the meantime. Nico's tag low, falls back to Pit, but he's going to be here all on his lonesome as the rest of his team fall around him. Nico has to step up, and instead he steps down. S-Tag and Yugi all that remain. It's S-Tag on this flank up through mid that could mix things up. Dupree snuck into apps, but they're going to go ahead and save. Yugi falls back. S-Tag going to hold for any players looking to try and hunt. That will be Astralis to go 12-8.
Astralis finally getting some work done here. This time on the A-bomb site. It's a 4-on-2, a guaranteed round victory at this point. Much faster approach. It could be Kiabi delivering the goods there with the double AK kills. It's going to be S-Tag and Yugi to save their weaponry. Yugi couldn't get anything done this round. He's been so influential in these big rounds. But for now, he'll have to save his weapon and look to the future. As you can see the money on your screen. Still okay. They have to save these 2 weapons to really buy into the next round. Lose those, they'd be in a lot of trouble. But should be a nice full buy coming forward, but at this point, once again, lose this round, and then the money will be gone, and it'll be Astralis at 13-8. So a lot of pressure on their shoulders right now. Astralis know it. Device of a good spawn. Doesn't want to bring out the AWP just yet. I don't think he can. No, he can't. Be dropped one. So here we go to round number 6. He'll have that decent spawn. It means he can run up straight towards Banana if he wants to. Flashes middle. Gets straight in towards underpass as well.
Oh, Kiabi, things start heating up for him. Gets forced back from Banana, and that's going to allow some aggression to come out. Employing the boost once again. We saw Yugi get an early frag. The early man advantage from this last time. This time, prevails once again. He's so good at it. He is so good at finding the man advantage for Heroic. As they're going to go 5-on-4 within the first 30 seconds of the round. And Astralis once again fighting back from the man deficit.
Yugi. Man, delivering the goods so far, but still a lot more to be done in this round. The 5-on-4 in favour of the Heroic side. They are just joining us with 11-4 first half. Heroic has done a very good job to get back into this, winning both pistols. All pistols this evening, 4 out of 4. And still getting wrecked, but they do have a lifeline here. This will be the big execution from what I can see from Astralis right now. Everyone committed to this side of the map, and it's where they have the advantage in terms of numbers as well. Molotovs towards oranges, new boxes, smoke's coming in. Yugi needs to be careful here. He's towards Emo. Probably the best position, all things considered, but he's getting heavily flashed, and they haven't smoked CT spawn. Hello?
Yeah, I mean, they do now. S-Tag will take that all day long. Finds himself 2 on the back of it.
They just don't deserve to win this round, really. That's a pretty basic smoke.
Yeah.
Just forgot about it, unfortunately. Nothing really more to analyse, and you forgot the CD spawn smoke, boys.
I managed to get the bomb now, but as you said, this isn't really a round they deserve to win. Dupree takes it upon himself to try and pull them back. He takes one. Nico trades. Zipex, one of the clutch kings for Astralis, smokes and flashes right in as he waits by the pillar, spots the man out on Banana, takes the peek, gonna try and deal with the player in CT, finds the first, goes in for more, but Snappy manages to pick that up. Defuse comes on in, and that will be Heroic to go 9-12.
Very strange round. They go for the full execution. I think they got caught up in the romance of, I'm going to smoke here, you do this, Molotov here, flashes over, let's go in together. And no one's looking at CD Spawn. What is this madness? It doesn't make any sense. There could be orbs there. It could be anything. It's just an oversight. Just an anomaly. I've never seen that in my life. But it happened. There it is. 12-9. Astralis showing they've got some flaws there as well. And it's a big round for Heroic, but still another buy available. And Device brings out the AWP this time. Smokes towards middle. Might fire off a shot here. Wants to keep that quiet though. He's got the AWP. Doesn't give that away straight away. But Yugi trying to open things up. This time towards middle. And that's good. He's been showing so much presence towards Banana. Mix things up. Go towards middle this time. Hoping you funneled them towards that position for your previous presence towards Banana earlier in the half.
Dupree up here in Apps. Yugi going to be holding this eventual push. You can see the guys over on B playing it much more passively, but for the time being, Astralis just wait. Going to wait and see if anything comes of this play down Banana. Nothing given to them from Heroic. And with that, that might be enough to make them turn their attention instead. Out towards A. Slowly but surely creeping up mid. Yugi lies in wait, and there we go. This man does not miss. The man advice taken once again, courtesy of Yugi.
Astralis not even smoking Arch now, not even flashing it. That's pretty easy frag. It's a nice shot, but he's not really being challenged in terms of the utility deployment.
Well, seemingly for forgetting the basics here as they go charging in towards A. Modi and Nico. They're within the sight spot, one man jumping into pit, but it's a little bit worse than they might initially think. Dupree gets one back in return. Kiyomi going to pounce out onto Modi, but they still haven't checked the corner. Saying that, they do find him. Nico falls. S-Tag and Snappy, the two players tasked with trying to retake this site. Kiyomi's tagged. So Pex and Dupree between them don't even have 100 HP. Yeah,
no nades either, and there's still a good chance for the CDs to retake here. If Astralis has had, oh, there we go. I was about to say a Molotov. They probably win the round hands down, and they find it just about, I guess, as I was just finishing that sentence. That buys them a bit more time. It's ticking away now. CTs need to work out. Is this worth it? Do we go for it? Such a strong crossfire here. Unfortunately, not going to get anything done. One frag sure, but he knows the round's over. Might just grab that AWP and get out. There it is. Off again, my friend. But there it is. Astralis. 13 plays in 9. That's the money in the bin as well, unfortunately, with the CTs. Full reset. They'll save the AWP and probably force around it, but not really much hope for the rest of the game. One AWP and pistols and UMPs. That's what they'll have to work with here. I assume they force into it. Looks like a double eco situation regardless, so I think they have to. Yeah, there it is. CZs. UMPs. Harry, it's looking grim. But Yugi with the AWP. He's a bit of a monster, is he not?
I mean, we've learned that time and time again. Every single one of these rounds, he finds the early advantage. This time, he's taking it over towards B, taking it a bit more passive. Device not looking too healthy. Going to go ahead and try and clash with him head on. Yugi holding from CT. Zipac's going to be able to find one, but the trade comes in. The aggression continues over here towards Apps. Modi thinks twice.
Good news is the Astralis cash was hardly strong either. They had players on Tech 9s, UMPs themselves. So this is such a huge round. Whoever picks this one up, if it's Heroic, they get themselves right back in the game. If Astralis do it, they get the GG. So 4 and 4 for now. Mid control obtained by the terrorists, but they don't want it. Falling back here, maybe just trying to keep the rotations on this side of the map and fall back. They do transfer the bomb back towards B, it seems. Device, low HP, got wallbanged at the start by Yugi. It's going to be Kiabi trying to sell something towards the A side of the map, going for that split towards CT Spawn. Glabe knows it as well. Here's players towards Quad. That could be the cue to go now. Now he knows they've got the long rotation here. Kiabi's still alive, though, as he watches towards Library. We will have the final play at the B site. It's just S-Tag. Very poor game from him so far. He's alone on the B site. Needs to find at least one frag here as the flashbang comes in. Device will bounce it off the wall. There it comes. Flash goes in. But they fall back here, you know. They're going for the around the world.
I mean, yeah, they're looking a little bit confused, but that's very, very short on time. Starts to sneak on up. Snappy can make all the difference. He finds two, goes back for more. He's done so much damage. They all go down as it's a UMP killing spree in mid. Snappy has kept Heroic in this one. Kirby, the last man left. So little time. Grabs the bomb. Going to try hightailing it into the site, but caught off guard. Shots raining in. He will fall. Heroic 10 to 13. They keep themselves afloat. Astralis, they kind of played themselves there.
Well, Well, to be fair, they had the perfect play. That was actually really nice, but Snappy just well read. I think he got sound cues and just hope for the best there. Shouldn't be getting 3, but it works out. And that's a huge round for them to pick up. 13-10, double orb situation now. Tech9's CZs, P250s. And it looks like Astralis, they're the ones clutching at straws now, trying to fight back as quickly as he can. A decent flashbang. Can he find the frag? Surely Device should get this one. He's going to burn to himself, but he does get the kill.
Bomb currently dropped. Oh, Yugi on the ult, able to go ahead and take a second. Keeps holding the angle. Kirby's been able to grab the AK. And they just keep feeding the beast. Yugi in with 3. They know to stay away from B now. The remaining players, Dupree and Zipex, out towards A. Down goes Dupree, and Zipex, the last man left. Forced out into the open, caught off guard by Modi and Pit. That's 11-13, and Heroic, they're pulling this one back.
They are actually into this game. 13-11, that was the force fight from Astralis rushing towards B. Got the refrag, but unfortunately Device burned to a cinder, had to... Well, his teammates had to fall back, and that round fell apart as Yugi finds more and more kills. They could actually still win this one. After winning both pistols, getting wrecked in the first half, Heroic are coming to life now, looking much better here. If they can split the series and get 1-1, you have to say Yugi's done the majority of the legwork here. He's got 24 frags, a great performance on overpass as well, and he goes for, okay, it's Snappy this time, go for that first frag, the AWP, gets it. This is against a full eco, so we won't get too excited. It's a round pretty much guaranteed at this point, and the double orb set up. A nice adjustment is throwing that in towards the end, just as Astralis get comfortable, they're up against. Snappy changes the pace. I actually like that a lot.
This round, you're hoping would be all said and done here. Making their way out mid. Modi going to be holding it. He's actually been tagged pretty low, and Snappy's missed a couple of key trades, but never mind. Damage done. He pushes the issue down through mid. Mops up the last. 12-13 and 1 away from equalising this out. Let's not forget, Henry, that it was 11-4 at one point. At the end of the first half, that was the scoring. Now we've seen them with a tremendous, tremendous comeback over on this CT side.
Oh, the pause says it all. Astralis feeling the heat here, Harry. It's Glaive, the final player to buy. 4 AKs already coming out. There will be a commitment here from Astralis. What does Glaive bring to the table? Double orb's looking good for Heroic, and Yugi, he's looking sensational. Having a look, it's the last 3 rounds going in favour of the underdogs, Heroic. Their money's pretty decent, actually. So those storylines I built up earlier in those previous rounds, and if Astralis just won this one, it's pretty much game over. There's nothing left. Now they've got a few rounds in the bag. They can actually afford to lose 1, even 2, considering 2 players at about that 8K mark. You can see there Modi at about that, even after the reinvestments. Modi and Snappy with very decent money. Same story as well for Nico. So they've got some breathing room at least. Don't have the lead just yet, but 13-12, 1 more round will do it and tie things up.
Not only that, but it's going to reset that economy on Astralis, which is sets them up perfectly to actually take the lead in the next. So this round is fairly pivotal. Oh, and there's Yugi once again. This man takes the man advantage early on for Heroic, puts them in the driving seat. How do Astralis try and counteract this? He changes up position every single round. That time the aggression up through apps, something that Astralis haven't had to encounter once from an AWPer.
It's Yugi. He just finds those shots every single round.
He does keep Astralis guessing. Dupree, with the bomb, going to start his rotation over towards B. Zipex in tow. 4 players right now over here on Banana as they get ready to try and go in. It's going to be as simple as it gets. Smokes and flashes in towards B. All-out commitment by the looks of things. No one lying away over an A. Not a fake. Just committing to this one.
Astralis, they're on the ropes there. Will they remember to smoke CT spawn? That's the big question right now. On everybody's lips. Snappy, this time he's towards emo position. No smokes towards CT just yet. Smokes do start to come in at this point now. Smoke is down. That's what we want to see, but the boost can come through. This is normally very effective. He'll come in. He'll wait till the timing to be good. And Modi, I think he's in a perfect position to find a couple of frags here. Whips the first shot, has to fall back, and now here we go. Astralis with all the kills required. 4 on 2. That should be the round. And we'll enter Yugi and Nico on the retake. I don't think they're going for it. Sure, they've got money, but it's not really worthwhile or viable. They try and win this round.
You're going to test the waters. Has Nico to trade, but yeah, as you say, there is no merit in trying to go for this. Start to rotate on out. Down goes Nico. Yugi in a position where he can't really save, just going to be holding down the fort. Wait to see if any players get... Oh, Yugi. Oh, okay, Device takes a while to warm up to that one, and Yugi somehow finishes it off with a triple. He's done some significant economic damage, and on top of all that, denies them picking up the orb. Zipek's going to try running in for it after the timer, which he does manage to get. Gets blown his way, luckily. But still, I mean, I was questioning them staying around at the end there, but Yugi actually almost makes that worthwhile, because when you look at the economy of Astralis now, if they lose this, they're going to be down to an eco.
Yeah, you're absolutely right there. 14-12, Astralis in touching distance again to 2-0, but it's not going to be easy. Plenty of money available for Heroic, and Yugi definitely makes things interesting by finding those few kills. Win this round, Astralis definitely going to be on a full eco, or at least a force buy, and we'll see what they can do here. Everything stands still as Device tries to find the first pick, holding towards middle. 14-12. I didn't think we'd be finding ourselves here, but what a good job they've done to actually get back into this game.
Oh, Nico gets read like a book. An advantage taken for Astralis. Glaive keeps the pressure on down in mid. Marty meets it with some aggression up in apps. They catches them unaware. Back into the 4-on-4. Going to continue his reign of terror. But Dupree does put an end to it. Man advantage up for Astralis once again. It was looking good, but Marty perhaps overextends a little bit there as he tries to catch Astralis unaware. Now S-Tag. This man has been silent throughout this entire series almost. Over here on Inferno, waiting. There's a gap in that smoke, but it's going to start to dissipate. Astralis peak on round, has to step up, misses the opener, and Glaive is going to fall. S-Tag turns it back into the 3-on-3, but he's been tagged very, very low. Has to buy time for the rotates to come in. Fully flashed, it's messy, it's sloppy. He's trying to make it work, but then he will get down to Zipex. Now Yugi and Snappy, the double orb set up for Heroic to try and retake this site. The least ideal combination of weapons you could ask for in a 2v3.
They've got a kip. They've got some flashbangs and incendiary, but you're right, it's not ideal. And this will find them at, or up against match point, I should say. Do they go for this? The money, worth it. I think they probably have to, but they know their time is running out now. Up against 3 players and the bomb as well. I guess we'll count as the 4th man. It's looking bleak now. Still a little bit of utility left, but that's gone, and that should decide the round. Device headshot towards Snappy. Yugi, you've been great so far, but I think this is a bit of a reach. He'll have to fall back. Device knows it. Starts hunting him down, but Yugi, he just keeps finding frags all the time. Not giving in. Doesn't want to let anyone survive it. Device getting a little bit frustrated here, and he gets taken down as well. Yugi keeps the AWP. 29 frags in the bag. Money's poor, but he does not stay alive. All right, then. Dupree, that could be the kill that solidifies his victory. No AWP available now. That's been the thorn in their side. 1 round away. Astralis, they've been struggling on this T-half. They picked up 4 rounds now. Match point obtained. Looking for that second. Oh, Yugi does get the AWP. I thought he had no chance. Right,
Modi was the one to drop it. 4 went anything, though. He's only got the CZ, a solitary smoke.
Gives him everything. Here we go, then. Boost again. Surely that boost doesn't work anymore. I'm sick of him getting that and looking very comfortable with it. Well, Snappy, he's looking good. Dupree gives himself up. KLB, that's the refrag. Good work.
Gonna preemptively rotate S-Tag back around in towards A. 3 players sitting here. They throw in a barrage of smokes and flashes. Yugi gets caught out down on Banana, smoking it off, and that's the one man that was on B. Torn limb from limb. The rest of Astralis look to try and pick the corpse of this B-bomb site dry as they go charging on in. No one there. S-Tag desperately trying to cling on to this round as he rotates in, pushing out through the smoke. Luckily enough, they've actually thrown one down that allows him some presence. Hugging the wall, going to try and play it close, but Kirby puts him to bed. Nico was able to find Zipex out towards A, but that's nothing more than a consolation frag here. 2v3. Has shut down the man who could stop the rotations at least. And Modi here on his own, going to fall prey to Glaive. Nico, it's all on you. 1v3.
Yeah, Modi had to do that play. His teammate was so far away. Time taken away. Needed at least to find a kill. Bring it to 2 versus 1 to allow his teammate to do something with it. Didn't happen. That should be it. Nico got the AK-47. He's been okay. He's got 21 frags. Pretty decent, to be fair, actually. But is not really a world where I see Astralis giving this one away. And there it is. Final kill. Astralis have done it. I guess we can be thankful that Heroic gave us a decent game there. It looked like they were completely checked out there, and they did give us a very decent performance. Yugi, once again, he must be close to 60 frags across both those maps. Very impressive stuff, especially on those CT sides. Dominant performances, pushing in every single round, finding them an opening, and he definitely got them back into it. We'll throw it over to the boys for the final thoughts in the evening.
A heroic effort from Yugi there, but Astralis too good in the end, able to grind it out after not grabbing any pistol rounds over 2 maps. That's not what you like to see. But, you know, it felt inevitable that Astralis were going to win. It was just a grind for them, and it was just round at a time, and eventually they had that breakthrough.
Yeah, it did feel like in the second half they got a little bit complacent, even in their play, allowed to get picked off by Yugi way too much. You know, we always praise Astralis that they're the best team in the world, that doing exactly the opposite from that, not getting picked apart early on in rounds. And also you have to go back to the issue of Heroic not taking enough risks. They get off to a 3-0 start on the T side, and then they can't win a single round up to the very last one.
Yeah, no, the initiator in this game definitely being Astralis. Very much straight from the get-go, apart from the rounds where Yugi managed to just catch Astralis off guard. But, you know, again, it has to go down to that banana and the way, for example, in the very first weapon round, Glaven, that plays with him and Banana, I can't remember off the top of my head.
Zipnix, isn't it?
Huh?
Isn't it Zipnix?
Yeah, Zipnix. How they played it relentlessly aggressive and just, you know, forcing their presence from that first weapon round onwards, you know, that then slows down the way that Heroic is going to have to approach it.
You could see how cocky Astralis were in that first half. Dupree picking up the secondary AWP, playing on the quad side with it. You know, that's when Device is able to roam around, go to Banana, have a bit more penetration across the map. It was all going swimmingly for them. You know, they were manhandling Heroic. They didn't look like they were going to get anything done. This was the basis of the only rounds that Heroic really got on that first half, and that stemmed from the pistol round. Then they got the last round of the half. So,
if anything positive, I mean, at least Heroic was good at judging when they needed to be passive on that A bomb site, and having a double stack in the pit, for example, that should make it harder for your opposition to take over the bomb site. But Astralis is very good at diffusing the situation too, just attacking every angle together, and therefore, you know, not in any situation where Heroic really able to get the multi kills when they had the chance.
Also, also starting in the second round as well, some of the rounds it really needed some big clutches for Heroic to stay in the game, right? We saw the Yugi 1v2 was it? We saw the snappy triple kill with the UMP from Boiler. If they don't win that round, the game is probably over then and there. They were on a force buy. So Astralis, even with a little bit of complacency in the second half, just a very straightforward game for them.
I think it just has to be noted how many times Astralis can lose the first man and then still look very dangerous within a round, you know, still getting into that bomb site, still getting it down, or still getting themselves into 2v2 situations.
Even when they go for a full B execute and forget to smoke CT spawn.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
well, why would you smoke CT spawn? It's not like it's the biggest choke point or anything in that whole bomb site.
Should be kind of the, you know, a normal thing to do, wouldn't it? But yeah, I mean, it did get a little spicy in the end there due to this round actually here, where Snappy is going to get this 3K with the UMP, and that's going to just wreck Astralis' economy and give Heroic the last lifeline.
Those are those CT information plays or risks, you know, that you can actually, they've probably cleared that earlier in the round and he's just pushing in there. They're going to be not checking that corner because you wouldn't be expecting him to be doing that. He's going to grab 3 nice kills, help his team secure the round. But there were a lot of big plays happening tonight once again. And, you know, you'll be able to vote for your favorite players or favorite plays of the month at, what's the website? It's paysafecard.com/fanvote. So you can head over there. We were doing that last season. It's a bit of fun. But if you have some big plays, if you boys have been playing some ESCA, maybe some people at home are playing matchmaking, you can head over to esl.gg/submitplay and we'll get them up on stream. We did something cool last season as well, boys. You would have missed it. But we actually commentated over the plays as they were happening. We left it live on the desk and we had a bit of fun with that. So you guys could be here on the stream and we'll be talking smack about you. Definitely not going to be too nice about it. But we can summarize the day. We can look at the day's results, see what happened over both streams. Could be still a game going on between FaZe and Big right now. I'm not sure. I haven't had the word about the B stream update, but we can get all of today's results so far. So we started off with G2 and North splitting the series 16-9 to G2 on the first map, and then North turning it around on Cobble and winning 16-7. And Astralis looking strong, bouncing back, winning on both maps that they lost last night to G2, taking down Heroic in the Danish derby, winning 2-0 there. On the secondary stream, Envy also picking up a 2-0 in the maps, 16-14 over Hellraisers on Cobble and overtime, so they'll only get 2 points for that victory. Hellraisers grabbing 1 there on Cache, 19-16. And then right now we still have going on FaZe versus Big. FaZe took the first map of Overpass, and now they are playing on Train. Pretty close matchup there, 8-7 in the first half.
Yeah, and that was with Big actually having an 8-0 lead. And then
that's quite
FaZe
nice,
winning
isn't it?
7 consecutive rounds on the T side.
So this is what the leaderboard looks like after day 3 of play here in Europe. FaZe still towards the top. They can probably pick up another win here if everything seems to go swimmingly for them, and maybe grab a 5-1. And they'll be sitting pretty early on. We had them in our top 6, didn't we, Yanko?
FaZe?
Yeah. Yeah, I had them in mind. Yeah, yeah. Good for them.
I mean,
Good for us.
Yeah, for me too. I didn't make a prediction, but you know.
Well, you know, not our fault. You were too scared.
Tomorrow is day 4.
Okay.
Tomorrow is day 4, and we have more matches coming up then. So let's check out what we have coming up for you if you're going to come back on. It's Friday, right? It feels like it should be Thursday tomorrow, but I've lost a day. Na'Vi, we're going to get to see how Zeus is going to mesh with this roster, going up against Heroic. Fnatic versus LDLC there as well.
It's not supposed to be in there.
I don't think that's meant to be like that, but let's just pretend. So I'm assuming we're going to see Na'Vi twice, but I could be wrong. North taking on Envious, and that's on the main stream. And then if you head over to the secondary stream, it's going to be Envious versus FaZe, and let's assume that's going to be Fnatic versus LDLC.
Or Na'Vi Heroic.
Or Na'Vi Heroic.
It's supposed to be Fnatic LDLC on the mainstream.
It could have been switched around either way. And then in America later on, if you're going to hang around this evening and watch some fantastic Counter-Strike, we're going to have Misfits taking on Luminosity, followed by Immortals versus SK. That's a bit of a Brazilian derby going on there. There's going to be a bit of animosity in the server for the Immortals boys, I am sure. In the secondary stream, we're going to have Rogue versus Complexity, 2 powerhouse teams of the region, and Renegades, everybody's favorite Australians, taking on Splice. Sounds a bit like Spice.
Your favorite Australians.
Yeah.
The only Australians, really.
Aussie.
So it's not like you have a choice whether they're your favorite ones or not, when they're the only ones.
No, not particularly. But thank you for joining us for day 3. It's been fun. Have a good time. See you guys tomorrow.